Mike Mahaney. He's been using the extreme outside.
What up? Here we are at Albany Saratoga Speedway. It's getting towards the end of summer, and we've got some new clay on the racetrack. They took this whole week and laid it out, tried to get it knitted in the best they could, and it's pretty impressive right now. It's very smooth. Once you put a race car on it, that's the test to see if when the cars get thrown in the corner, a lot of times all that pressure of the right rear sliding into the turn will dig up the corner entry. The rest of the track looks like it's definitely gonna hold up really well. But I mean, he could make out really well here. It looks very smooth. Like I said, it's really hard to tell until you get a race car on it. So you guys will have to stay tuned and watch and see how it goes. It's one of those things when a track decides to put clay down in the middle of the season, it could be really good or it could be really bad. And we're hoping that Lyle, he's got a lot of experience at this, and he knows what he's doing. So we're hoping to have a great surface and some great racing tonight. It's usually dusty, now it's clean. So you're actually rolling the corner and not sliding. We got double duty tonight, big block and small block. We got Jade, which is a relatively new small block for us, and our newer big block that we've run a couple races with recently, Journey. So, see how it goes. Probably a good idea. These guys busy here. What have they been doing?
Row 4, Jack Lehner in the 2L and the 35 of Mike Mahaney. 99 machine, a Colby Schroeder. Schroeder working up off of turn number 2 has made his way to third. Schroeder to third, dealing D'Angelo back to fourth. Jack Lehner using the inside here off of turn number 4. The Benson's Pet Center number 2 car of Jack Lehner. Riding into 4th spot, 5th spot D'Angelo. Then your point leader, Mike Mahaney, rounding out your top 5. White flag is out this time by one more time around here in qualifier number 1 for the big block modifieds. Is Jesse Mueller going to pick up the win in this one? He'll do it easily. Mueller getting the victory here, and rounding out your top 5 is going to be your current high point man, Mike Mahaney.
There's some light out there in spots, so you gotta get to the track. It's not like so once the track gets to this slick, like you can get the breathe. I was trying to do the first lap. I wasn't in the light enough. So actually, lap 1 and 2 where you really need to be fast. I wasn't fast, and then I came up.
Of Mike Mahaney, that's row 2. As they make their way down to turn number 3 for the first time, it's going to be Bobby Hackle working here off of turn number 4. As they make their way down here through turns 1 and 2, down off the corner, Mike Mahaney now trying to get a run on Brian Whittemore, the Witts Auto, sponsored number 36 car. Whittemore, the Vermont campaigner, now going to see Mahaney take a run up around here into turn number 1. Mahaney's got a feature event victory here in the 358 modifieds. And he is rim riding his way down here through turn 3 and 4. He'll try and run down Bobby Hackle as they make their way down here into turn number 1. Bobby Hackle working up here through turns 1 and 2. He had a lot of success here back in the days of the Sportsman division. Right now showing he hasn't forgot how to get around the Great Race Place. Winner of heat race number 1 here for the 358 mods is Bob Hackle the 4th. Mike Mahaney will come home 2nd.
The big block heat, I think we started 8th and we got to 5th by the very skin of our teeth. Worked hard at it to get in the mix. There was kind of a swarm in front of me, and I was in the middle 3 wide, kind of had to throw a slider on speed shock into 3, and then was able to get the 23 after that, and then so made the handicap. That's what we need to do there. Still probably start 14th or something, but at least we got as good as we could get there. Car felt pretty good. Different car than what we run here. The small block started 4th. That race is a draw redraw. We needed to get top 3, and we got 2nd, so that was great. Car felt good on the top there, which I've been having a hard time getting the small block to run the top here. So feel pretty good about that. Really feeling better now than I did starting the night. So got a little confidence going into the features.
If you are not yet subscribed to Dirt Track Untold, head over to our YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell to receive all notifications sent straight to your phone.
It falls off, it goes off. What are you going to do?
Pick it back up.
I keep going. After a little while.
We are ready to go with the Native Pride Modified main event. Down to turn number 1 they go. It's going to be Meehan showing the way here off of turn number 1. Fanning out 3 wide up there. Jack Lehner way up on the top side. They're all down here between turn 3 and 4. We got one car down here in turn number 3. Go green as they come down here off of turn number 4. Green flag flies down here into turn number 1, working up off of turn number 2 now, down the back straightaway. Car making a run down low. That is Peter Britton. Britton got a good line down to the inside as they make their way down here to put lap number 1 on the board. Well, here comes Mueller, ready to bring him back up to speed. Outside of him is Justin Stone as we get ready to go back to green. Green flag back out. Down to turn number 1 they go. Mueller, Jackrabbit start. He is going to get out to about a half a dozen car lengths lead as they go down to turn number 3. Jesse Mueller going right back up to the top, where one would expect. Mueller up on the high side of the raceway, leading the way down here. Keep an eye now. Colby Schroeder is on the move. Schroeder with Hot Water Solutions, number 99 car. Here's Batman coming back around Schroeder. Great seesaw battle there. Lap 16 now clicked off. But once again, it'll be Jesse Mueller bringing them up to speed as they roll down here off of turn number 4. Mueller going to lead the way up here off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Again, out to a comfortable margin in a hurry. Using that high line of the raceway up here through turn 3 and 4. Stone your leader, or Mueller your leader. Stone rides second.
Down here. Yeah, I thought you were talking about here. Yeah, down here. I went into the he slid up, and I just drove by. Very little room. I was like this. And just tore it right out. Let's jack it right up.
Jake, you said we are.
get ready to go green off of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Underway as they make their way up here off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Up through the corner they run. Mandee Lorenzo on the high side, but it's going to be Felix Waugh showing the way for lap number 1 on the board. Waugh on the inside, Maddie D up on the outside as they work their way down off of turn number 2. Up through the corner they come. Felix Waugh right down on the inside. Now he widens his line. The 20 of David Schilling riding in 3rd, but we got a car turned around. Green flag back in the air as we make our way down here to turn number 1. Felix Waugh, your leader. Got him bottled up back here midway through the pack as they work their way down off of turn number 2. Kevin Chapey looking down to the inside here as they work their way up off the corner. Bobby Hackle using an inside line to move up here inside the top 5. He battling back there with the 21 of Brian Calabrese, the 36 of Brian Whittemore. Right there with them as they work their way down here through turn 3 and 4. A little more power than he's used to here on a Friday night. The yellow lights are on once again. Well, we got them all back in even rows of 2 as we get ready to go back to green. 4 of our 25 laps now complete. Felix Waugh, Matt DiLorenzo, side by side in row 1. David Schilling and Bobby Hackle, side by side in row 2. Brian Calabrese and Brian Whittemore, side by side back there in row 3 as we get ready to go back to green. Green flag is out. Down at turn number 1 they go, working up here off the corner, down the back straightaway. Here comes the 20 of Schilling. David Schilling blasting by Bobby Hackle down here into turn number 3. Hackle's going to drop back to 4th spot now as they work their way up here. Hackle way up on the outside that time. Up off of turn number 2. Bobby Hackle, 4th running position. Brian Calabrese right behind him. One car out of shape. That was Tanner Seaman. 6 of 25 on the board. Felix Waugh, Matt DiLorenzo going to square off once again up there on the front row. Landscape starting to change around them as they come down here off of turn number 4. Bobby Hackle and David Schilling working down here into turn number 1. They square off for 3rd. Hackle gets sent up the hill down here between the corner. Hackle, a little bounce up there on the high side of the raceway. Mahaney trying to make his way around the 97. Here, Mike Mahaney is on the charge now. The Huddock Chrysler Jeep, sponsor number 35 of Mike Mahaney. Way up on the outside of the raceway, working up here through turn 3 and 4. Your lead duo down here to turn number 1. Matt DiLorenzo trying to work the inside line on Felix Waugh. Here comes Matt DiLorenzo down to the inside. Side by side down to turn number 3. Matty D trying to make the move down low on Felix Waugh. DiLorenzo noses out in front at the line. He'll officially be your leader there of lap number 9. Well, here comes Mike Mahaney. He's been using the extreme outside, trying to reel in the lead duo. Mahaney way up on the outside, enter turn 1. Hollywood using the inside lane. Matt DiLorenzo trying to go where they're not. Matty D now going to look out the right side window, and he can wave bye-bye as the 35 of Mike Mahaney quickly makes the pass on Matt DiLorenzo. Mahaney, your 2nd place man. DiLorenzo back to 3rd. Mahaney muscling his way up off the top side of the raceway, trying to reel in the 91 of Felix Waugh. Well, a battle starting to come together here for the number 1 spot. Mahaney has chipped away at that lead. Felix down to the inside. Here's Mahaney way up on the outside. Now Felix Gonna catch traffic. Here's Mahaney off the top side. He'll look down to the bottom side of Felix Waugh. Gonna plug the hole down low. Gonna send Hollywood up high. And Mahaney will be your leader here at lap 18. Mike Mahaney has taken over the top spot. However, traffic may come into play. Mike Mahaney working up on the outside of the raceway as they work down here off of turn number 4. Down on the front straightaway as they work their way down to turn number 1 now. Mahaney your leader. Felix Waugh rides second. 2 laps remain here in tonight's small block modified main event. It's one of the DeCarlo Auto Body sponsored small block features. DeCarlo Auto Body out of Brunswick. White flag is out one more time around for Mike Mahaney. Felix Waugh thought he might have had something there as they went to turn number 1. We'll see if he can muster up a challenge here in the final corner when they make their way down off turn 4. Not going to happen. It's all Mike Mahaney. Mahaney will pick up the win. Felix Waugh will come home in the runner-up position.
Really excited about that. We got from 10th in the small block race. But I think what I'm most excited about is the clay that Lyle put down is so awesome. The top in 3 and 4 was amazing tonight. The track, the clay laid out smooth. It didn't rut up. It had, you know, some minor spots here and there, but placed in the right way, they actually made the track more racy, I think. I really thought that the way the track was tonight, you could come from the back to the front, and I think you saw that with Peter Britton in the big block show. And then unfortunately for our big block, we had a really good car, and you know, cautions didn't fall at the right time. Things didn't go perfectly, but we got into the top 5, and then something happened to the engine. It was making a popping sound, and then it shut off out of 2. Going down the backstretch, so not sure what it is. We'll have to dig into it, but that's two engine. Well, that's actually 3 engine issues in 3 weeks here in Malta for the big block. So we're really going to lose our point lead here, which is very disappointing. And I was very down after the big block event. Disappointed that, you know, we put so much work into the season to battle from the back to the front. We didn't do any like sandbagging to get to the front so we could win races. We've been just battling and getting, you know, top 10s, and then to break like that and lose the points really hurts, you know. So it's a heartbreaker. after all that effort. But then to go win the small block show after that, it definitely puts us in a much better mood. And, you know, we gotta be excited about that, and we're right there in the hunt for that points championship still. So great racing out there, great racetrack, and I mean, you gotta again give props to Lyle for putting in such an effort with all the cancer battle that he's going through, and everything. I mean, I don't think anybody knows what he's going through. I don't, but to go out there and still work that hard to give us a platform that we can put a show on there, and make it exciting for the fans is awesome. I'm just stoked about that, and thankful for my team working hard. My dad showed up today to help, and Matt and Lance and Jacob, and George came out tonight, and just thankful for our sponsors and all you guys for watching these videos. It's been really cool. Dylan's doing a great job getting us great content on Friday nights here in Malta, and we're gonna, you know, we're having a baby here any day now. Due date's coming up, and we don't know when it's gonna happen. I'm just super thankful for my wife and our upcoming family. Just a lot of positivity coming forward, and so cool to get a win, and then I'm gonna go down and spend some time with her as pregnancy winds down, and we're gonna have a baby soon. Just life's gonna change a lot. So excited and thankful, and it's really awesome. So thank you guys again. See you next time.